Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, all right, all right. Gotcha.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A carry for Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
See, they don't be wanting that. They be wanting to say stupid shit. Come on, man. What's up with your connection, bro?
thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded at the goal line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out and fight. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
LTM, my game mode, battle armor level 1. We're not playing that. What y'all playing, rank or just trios? How many you got left?
On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson eluding the pressure right. That Stills bringing it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Fournette. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
I'm trying to see that.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not A good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. They'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Check 59, Mike.
Get these
Mike is
dubs.
59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
I get that,
And
but
that's
you
their
don't
second
trade
charge
Adams,
timeout
bro.
here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. Saying, yeah, you don't trade Adams.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. On second down at 4. Watson being chased out left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Real. Man, I feel like being toxic tonight, bro. For real. Nah, she right there.
How much you free have?
She said.
Jaguars come to the line to start their
crazy.
next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's
Exactly
crazy.
right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do
That
no
unleashed
harm.
baby
Right now,
mama
they're
that he
harming
ain't really-
themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, doctor. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Newton. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. No yardage
You
to
right,
speak
baby. I was
of
just fucking with
whatsoever. Leads to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Star trouble.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lonnie Johnson, the rookie out of Kentucky. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. Here we go. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Watson. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air yet again. Watson dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone.
That really got me muted.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board.
I'll
guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
What time it is, Marie?
17-0 our score after one.
Yo. Oh, all right, my bad, bro.
On first and 10, Newton. Big loss here as he's taken down.
Huh, baby?
3 scores down, not even a halftime.
You got them donuts yet?
Offensively, they've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack. Newton looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
That's good.
What LA you go to, Drop?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Damn, I missed him. He was wide open. He really ran, man.
And says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get free, right? No. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead can slip away quickly.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He's coming. Alert.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. Stills. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. He gets it to Thomas. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lonnie Johnson, the rookie out of Kentucky. And he will score. It's a touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over.
I'm saying, did you get extra glaze or you just got ready?
Can do it here. They'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Oh, ready to go up in the lobby. This game is perfect.
They'll run with Fournette. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Watch the whip.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The open man is short. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st down, it's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them.
Take 4 out of the box and put the rest up.
Running off the field.
How many finna eat?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 31. Check, 59. Rabbit.
Watson throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Oh, what is wrong with them kids, bro?
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left.
I got 2 on me. I got 3. I got 3 on me. Oh my God.
It's caught. Stills right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, And those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Check the clock now.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Newton escaping the pressure right, and that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Give him 30 yards there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Looking long for Wentz, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. His guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. On 2nd and goal, Newton, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check nickel.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Kocher. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And now and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson doing it himself from 9 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Newton now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. From the 50, Newton. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the end zone. To be fairly clear, have to leave the booth.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, 59.
Throwing again, Watson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 50 slow.
Watson, off play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe him get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 50, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On 2nd and 1, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie, and that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. On 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Going deep here for Still. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Now Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. Returnable here for Callaway. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Got his man. It's Eifert. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before we tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
He decent. I beat him, though. He decent, though.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
What are these cool?
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You didn't catch the front thing,
It's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. And an alley to run. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans
he's straight though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Fournette, a first down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And we are inside 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And now here's another interception.
Get that shit.
Picked up by Lonnie Johnson, the rookie out of Kentucky. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Damn right, I'm still throwing the football because I don't respect the fuck
because
nigga.
you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving. Keep them moving.
Still out here
I guess
fucking
you're right.
nutting.
They can get some first downs just as good as running the football. A gain of 28 yards.
Whoever said that nigga was washed tripping.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, Watson, you can't miss like that, boy.
The clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think about Pizzagate, they've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 3rd and 2, Watson. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Ooh, I just took a fuck nigga all up and threw that, bro.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
You played with the Broncos, cousin? You ain't played with them yet. You lost to the Bears?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles.
Yeah.
What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went
I
for
knew
us
he
today.
was
Coaching,
going,
playing, the whole
though.
deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to...
I got too many receivers with the fucking Texans, man. There's a fuck nigga up top. This man was supposed to get a pick, bro. I thought this fuck nigga got a pick, bro. Damn. Chargers. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he's gonna get it to you.